Are you guys with me? All right, you guys know her from back there. She's one of my favorite people, and I know I give her a lot of guff, but I love her to death. Put your hands together for my beautiful wife, Liz Campbell.
No. No, how are y'all doing? What topics do we have?
Being a mom.
I did that. I don't want to talk about it. This is my night off.
Fun jackets.
Fun jackets. I made this jacket.
Oh, no shit.
Woo! Crafty lady.
I am a crafty lady. I have a craft room, but I'm actually losing my craft room to my kids, so I'm also a good mom. They're my 401k, so let's lift my kids. Please go to college. That's for them, not for you guys. I'm sorry. I do. My oldest is graduating high school next year. My youngest graduated elementary school, so I'm now a middle school and high school only mom, and that feels really old to say out loud. I have no kids in elementary school. I am not 40 yet, but it's coming. What else?
No school.
No school. School's out. School's out. Nick is my provider. He does pay all my bills. I also cook all of the meals, drive the kids, and do all the other stuff. But none of that shit happens if he doesn't go in those attics. So guys, Campbell & Son Electric, 5 stars. I wrote them all. We're awesome. I used to run the phones for Campbell & Son Electric for a while, and I have a phone voice. Anyone else have a phone voice?
Yeah.
Yes, my phone. Thank you so much for calling Campbell & Son Electric. This is Liz. How can I help you? And they were like, are you a real person? Yes. Today. I haven't smoked yet. Existential thoughts. I do have a lot of existential thoughts. I'm a huge nerd of the video game variety, not as much. I'm really into neuroscience. That's the reaction I expect. I just want to know how we're 99% empty space, but somehow we all exist. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Mind blown. Quarks and energy fields. I was watching a documentary about astrophysics today, so it is in my mind, and I'm sorry. I'm really good at dumping my hyperfixations on people, so let's change the topic. What else are we talking about today?
What can you do with astrophysics?
Nothing. You can sit in a room with other smart people and say things that no one else will understand. I'm the people who also don't understand. And that's about all you can do with that. They have proven some of the things, but mostly they're just in a room playing science fiction. You know, like H.G. Wells. Is the world gonna end? Double standards! Woo! Nick and I live a very traditional life. There are a lot of interesting double standards, but they're not interesting really. So I want to talk about something else. What else do we have? That's also my way of saying I couldn't think of anything witty.
Sci-fi or fantasy?
I do read mostly fantasy. I read a lot of fantasy novels. Dragons. I really like dragons, especially when they turn into men and they fuck you real hard. We just admit things on this stage out loud to record for my children to watch later and be like, man, Mom was weird. Is that what she was reading when we were at the pool? Yes. That is exactly what I was reading. I read on a Kindle. You can't see the cover. Yeah, I do read a lot. Reading is actually my favorite thing to do. If you were to ask me, hey Liz, what's your favorite thing to do? It's read. Because pretend is better than real life.
Yeah.
Oh, that was too real. I'm sorry. It's like, oh no! Who's read a book in the last 5 years? Some of y'all. Some of y'all be lying. Audiobooks count. I also think podcasts count because podcasts are like 3 hours. That's a fucking book. Anyway, this is boring. What else?
Books that changed your life.
Books that changed my life. I recommend 2 books for every human being in this room. The first one is Daring Greatly by Brene Brown. We millennials were raised to think that shame was our best friend, and fuck that business.
Yeah.
Fuck that business. I'm not ashamed to be alive. And then the second book I suggest is it's kind of a sad book. It's a Jungian philosophy book. It's Through the Middle Ages or Through the Dark Ages, something dark passage. I can't think of it now. James Hollis, he's a Jungian psychologist, and he's like my guru granddaddy. When I'm feeling sad, I just listen to him whisper sweet nothings into my ear. He says, "You have to be personally responsible to be a good person." And then I feel better. I'm not a better person, but I do feel better. That's what counts. It's all pretend. I don't know if you know this, but every bit of our life is pretend. Money's made up. They print that shit on paper. Magic. This is worth literally nothing if our government collapses, so. Again, too real. I'm so sorry. What else we got? What else are we talking about?
Who writes the best smut?
Who writes the best smut? Oh, gosh. I don't know any of that. I have ADHD, so I can remember entire plot lines. I cannot remember a single character's name or a single person who wrote the book, or the title, obviously. And I have listened to that book probably 40 times in my life, and I still could not tell you what it is called. Through the Middle Passages? Oh, no, I think that's a different book. I do enjoy the one woman, 4 men stories. Reverse harems.
Yes.
They keep her busy. There's a lot of swapping going on, though. I'm not too good with that. That's
Manga?
no.
Oh, we like it.
I read a lot of watching anime.
Okay.
It's faster. Yeah.
You ever
Yeah.
watch anime porn?
I really am into yaoi, so yes.
What's yaoi?
Gay men. I'm very open about who I am. I love everyone, but really I only love Nick. So everyone else is just pretend.
Well, Nick's gay. So.
He's gay for me. We do have the same haircut, so. I did have a low dopamine day a few days ago, and I was cleaning the bathroom, and I was like, oh, here's the scissors. And then I have a new haircut, so. Don't look at it when it's not curled. It looks like a 4-year-old did it. I'm that 4-year-old. I am also a 40-year-old, and so I got contacts just for cutting my hair. Because I can't see without my glasses on, so I just put my contacts in just long enough to be like, it's fine. It's fine. I'm a walking craft project. Again, I made this jacket. Ooh. That's what I asked Nick for every holiday. I was like, 8 hours of don't fucking talk to me. And keep the kids at bay. That's my favorite gift, is like, give me 8 hours of uninterrupted sewing time. Guilt-free hobby time. Woo!
Favorite hobby?
My favorite hobby. Probably sewing. It's the one I've done the longest. I grew up at a Nana's house. Anybody else a stay-at-home daycare kid? Yeah. Yeah. It's also known as slave labor. Beth, my Diet Coke is empty. She wouldn't even tell you. She would just hold her cup up and rattle the ice. And then like 4 rat kids would come running to fill it up. Because if you overfilled the cup, you got to take a sip, you know? I've been addicted to Diet Coke since I was like 2. That's her fault. I do love my Nana. She is the reason that I am crafty. I grew up in a house that was like, don't use the good craft supplies. You might need them later. How do you need them later if you don't fucking use them? But my Nana was like, whatever you want to do, honey. And I could think of the most bizarre thing on the planet. And then the next week we'd be making them. We tiled turtles and marbled paper. I don't know. And so now I just do the same thing, but with Nick's money. I always go, oh, it, and then $150 later, there's no finished products, but I've got more fabric on my shelf. It's got dreams. I got dreams. What else?
What's the best thing about ADHD? Hype us up.
Hype us up! I love having ADHD because I'm very feral. It's very fun to live a feral existence. A little bit of stuff gets done along the way, and a lot of stuff gets ignored along the way. It's pretty cool. I really do like having ADHD, though. I don't think Nick does. No, I'm just kidding. Nick is so used to me. And the thing is that, I don't know if you know this, but ADHD is 80% heritable, which means you are very likely to get that from your parents and also give that shit to your kids. So I made 3 of them. And they all got a very different version of ADHD. And none of them can pay attention for shit. So, good luck, world. They get to drive cars. They can't sit through a conversation with me for more than 5 minutes without like walking away and going, where was I going? But somehow I trust my son to drive a car 40 minutes both ways every day. And he literally cannot remember something I told him 10 seconds ago. So good luck out there, guys. Anyway, what else? One more thing. What else we got?
Bear traps.
No. Are you talking about hairy gay men? I could trap a few of those. Anyway, guys, my name is Liz Campbell. I've had a great time. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Keep it going for Liz Campbell.